I moved out on my own about a month ago to an apartment complex called Hollandberry Heights. To help with some expenses, my landlord let me take on a part-time job cleaning out the apartments after people had moved out. I mean, heck, I'm 18 and I'm on my own. I really need the extra money to pay the bills and party, right? Living alone was everything I ever wanted. Total privacy, no one telling me what I can and cannot do, sleeping as late as I want, hanging out with my friends till all hours of the night. Plus, my job's where I live, so I can sneak in a couple extra breaks here and there. One morning, close to a month living there, I went to pick up my list of apartments to clean. My landlord had just evicted 3 people, so I had a busy day ahead of me. We were talking about what needed to be done, and she handed me the master key. She told me to stay out of apartment 303 in building 7. I asked her why, and what she told me frightened me, but I was really curious. And this is what she said. There had been a total of 3 families who lived in 303 until they decided never to rent it out again. The first family that lived there, the Taylors, consisted of mom, dad, and twin girls around the age of 8. Apparently, the dad had went crazy, saying he heard the devil and killed his whole family and himself. The second family had been part of some crazy cult trying to summon the spirits of the family and the devil. They were found slaughtered a few days after moving in. The third family was a dad and a teenage son. The dad had been found drowned in the tub. The son was found hanging with his insides cut out. I definitely wanted to see this apartment. I went about my day as usual cleaning the apartments. I was in a hurry because I wanted to go see apartment 303. Before I went in, I made sure no one was around. Coast clear. I took out the master key and I unlocked the door. It took a few times to get the door to budge, but I got in. I noticed things were way off about this place as soon as I got in. First thing I noticed, the place was completely spotless. Not a dust bunny anywhere. And it's still completely furnished. I do a complete walkthrough and try to imagine the people who lived here. It's wicked nice. I think to myself, maybe I can sneak over here from time to time. Kind of a home away from home. I start to walk towards the door to leave, but I hear something behind me. A child's voice. I turn and see nothing. I start walking again and I hear an evil voice welcoming me to the family. I run to the door, but I can't get out. The handle won't budge. I run to the windows. No luck. I take out my phone, and it still has 4G, but guess what? I can't call out or text. Go figure. I tried to calm down, but the voices kept talking to me. I got down on my knees and prayed, but that didn't help. I felt the most excruciating pain I had ever felt in my life, then nothing for what seemed like for a few minutes. The next thing I remember, I'm standing next to a mutilated body. I was being comforted by a woman who had died there. I asked her why everyone died who came in here. She told me the men who had started to work on the building at first, they had been into some kind of summoning evil and unleashing hell's creatures in this apartment for some reason. Anyone who entered alone or lived here would die, and their soul would remain here forever. I've accepted my fate. My body was found today, 3 days after my death. The maintenance men who found me, they got sick, and they ran out terrified. The cops said that it was going to be a shame, because I wouldn't be able to have an open funeral. I think my landlord can see me because she turned around as she was locking the door and said, "I warned you. You should have listened." I hope my story gets out. I'm not sure it will, though. I don't know if I'm texting this or if it's all in my mind. All I know is if you ever move to Hollenberry Heights, stay out of Building 7, apartment 303.